Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I am making a load of these lovely money holders, money gift holders. Very simple, very easy. And I really designed this particular video to suit our brand new lovely labels. It comes along with the lovely You stamp set, and I really wanted to be able to give you something to make as other than just labels or tags or whatever. I thought it'd be great to have a wee gift item that you could make up. So it's simply using this. I haven't used the stamp set this time, but I have used a Grand Kids stamp set, which is another brilliant stamp set. And the one I'm going with is No amount of money could ever say how much I love you, which I think is perfect for giving to a grandchild on a big birthday or just a special occasion or graduation or whatever. You could decorate it up for anything where you're just giving them money rather than a present. So I think it's just perfect and so handy, so tiny. It would just easily be passed over with a nice card. The other set that I'm going to use this time is for the numbers and the happy. It comes from the Family Party, and I just basically stamp them out excuse me, in the inks and cut round them, and they're going to decorate the front of it. So let's see how it goes. You're going to need a piece of, well, the colour I'm using is Misty Moonlight, and it comes from the brand new in colours, which you can see here. I absolutely love in colours. Every year when they come out, they're my first purchase all the time. I just love new colours and love the excitement of new designs and new colours. And as you can see, there's lots of nice designs. You can see the other side. There's one there you can see with the wood grain effect, and they're beautiful. And the colours are called Just Jade is the green one. The yellow one is called Bumblebee. The pink one, my favourite, is Magenta Madness. This one is Cinnamon Cider, which makes you want to have a drink. And this one is Misty Moonlight. Beautiful, real denim looking. That's the colour I'm going with today. So hopefully you'll have a wee go at it. So what you need first is your strip, which measures 10.5 by 1 inch. And we're going to score it. Just line it up there and score it at 5 inches and 5.5. And that's that one ready. This one for the wee inside part, for where you're going to pop your money, this wee bit here, you're going to need a piece of card that measures 3.5 by 3 3/4, and the 3.5 inch side, score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches and 2.5 inches, and just spin it round and score this for your fold at 1/2 inch, and that's all you need to do there. So I'm going to leave that out actually and use it. We're going to start with our strip at the top and your label punch. So you want to, it is cut at 1 inch wide, so it'll fit in perfectly to the very highest level here. As you can see, it comes in different levels. So it's 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch, which allows you to layer up your tags beautifully, and great for making a label for just single sentiments and for making wee tags. So punch your one end, get it nicely, and then spin round and feed it in. Just make sure it stays between the two canals there, and just make sure it's nice and flat, and fade right up to the top so that you get the perfect punch. So that's it, and we're just going to fold these and fold this, and that gives us our wee bottom for holding the money in. So we'll do it next. We'll just score these. It really is a nice denim-y blue colour, nice for a girl or a boy for teenage age, I think. So we're going to do a wee bit of cutting. This is our fold-in flap, so we can cut it slightly in and then chop it off. And the only two sections we're keeping here is this and this, either side of your inch. So you can cut those in and then just cut straight across, taking that ridge away, cut back up and down, and then just chop this away. And that is your basic wee shape. So we'll want to stick this together And this is the part we're going to put our glue on. Glue or sticky tape or whatever you want to use, as long as it holds well. So that's that done, and these are just going to be at the bottom. They don't need to be stuck down or anything because you're actually going to add glue to them now. So we're going to glue one side of your box here. And don't go too far to the edges, just enough that it's going to adhere to that 1-inch section, and we're going to put a wee bit of glue on that wee middle section there on the inside of your holder. So you just want to pop that in there that those are sitting, and fold that up as quick as you can. Get everything lined up nicely. Just use the edges of your item to line up, and then stick your bone folder down there. Can't remember the name of it. Just make sure it's all held nicely. Give it a good push. I'm pushing the one that isn't stuck. Flip me pink. Push the one that is stuck preferably. Just so that it takes well and it's all nicely lined up. And then just go back in and put your glue onto this section where that bottom one doesn't take. And just fold that up. And that gives you that basic wee shape. And it fits your money perfectly. Well, it fits sterling. I don't know about American or whatever. Just adjust this measurement for the size of your own money. You can see that £20 note will just fit, and you could put a right roll of £20 in there. It's just, I'm only putting one, and it fits perfectly to the top. And the £10, the £5 are slightly smaller, so you know they're definitely going to go in. I have no 50s, so there'll be no 50s going into it. So as I did, I forgot to show you, whenever we were getting ready, I scored this at 1/4 inch. This is your DSP that you're going to need for wrapping round, for decorating it, and it needs to measure 3 2/8 by 3 inches, and we're going to wrap it round the box, and I want to keep it up towards the top. This one, I cut the DSP a wee bit shorter, and I just thought there's just too much plain showing there. I don't like too much plain, so I'm just bringing it up slightly, and I'm not lining this up at the side. I'm lining it up at the back edge. So just put a bit of glue on that wee edge there and start yourself off with it. Line it up where you want it to go. I'm going to line it up with the very top of that. And just use that to keep you nice and straight. And then just with your fingers, wrap that on round, just to mark it with your fingers. We're not, give it time to stick first, Patricia. Go back in and get that stuck. Look, it's getting sticky now. That line was to keep you nice and straight. So as you're wrapping, just make sure you're staying straight and just use your finger and thumb to sort of semi-mark it, just to keep it good for you. And the same when you come to this end and this end. This saves you, it just saves you trying to work out your measurements that you've allowed for the wrap, because it's not going to be the same size as your other. I'm just lazy, like I just want to do it this way. So when you can see, when you've come round, it's all lined up nicely, just open it up again and add your glue. So just put a line of glue along the edges, and that'll catch it in a wee bit in the middle just to stop bubbling on you, and just go back in there the way you were going. And just make sure that you have wrapped it, that the two edges are lined up perfectly, and that should be you. I'm getting all sticky as usual. Just rub down with each of them nice and gently, and that will take for you. I've got to say, make sure you've got your text going the right way. It would just like me to stick that on wrong, wouldn't it? But I didn't this time, it was good. So that's the decoration there done. So the next thing you want to do is punch a hole, and if you mark it with pencil, pen, whatever, where you'd like your hole, I want to go for the center of this. So hold those two together. If you are a bit nervous about holding them, then use a wee clamp so that you can just cut through the both of them at the same time, and therefore the hole will match up. So I can see that. You probably can't, but there's your hole punched. So that's that ready. We just need to decorate it up. And we're putting, I have 16, as I say, stamped and cut out, just hand cut, and I've small bits of dimensionals on the back here, just to raise it up a bit. And we're just going to put them a wee bit offset. And this is the one, really quick and easy to do. Oops. And not that hard to fussy cut really. The hardest part's getting the dimensional paper off. So I'm just tilting those nicely. And the last wee thing is the happy. And we'll keep it straight. So happy 16th, you can write your 6th in there, happy 16. So now we need to do a bit of stamping, and as I say, we have a piece of card cut out, and we're going to have to go back in, go with your 1 inch wide strip, and just use the same the same label again, punch that out, put this in, this goes into the second section, bring it up to the top, and punch it out, and as you can see, they both now are lined up perfectly. So you want to now go in and stamp your sentiment, and I'm actually going to use Light of Navy because I haven't got my matching ink pads yet. There was a hold up with them. Now they should be here now, so mine should be arriving sooner rather than later, because I can't wait to get my hands on all those lovely colours. So make sure you know the no has that wee flick at the top there. I'll show you it in a stamped. You can see it there. I actually thought it was something wrong with it, but it's the text. So you'll know that's your no, and you want to keep that to the top and to the inner side of your punched item. So use this end to line your stamp up at the bottom. And there you are, no amount. So you know now that you can actually cut that. I'm just using this wee mini chopper, which I'd be lost without now. Line that up, chop that off to where you want it, and then we know we're going to stick this one onto this, and then we can trim that one down. I don't know where my tape runners went. I can't seem to find it today. So line that up where you want it. Whoops. Right, so now we know we need to trim that one just slightly to keep it all looking good. That's okay. So you actually want to punch a hole in this one as well. So we're just going to do it about the same place and just punch right through. And we're actually looking this to sit sort of slightly to the left. So I'm going to put a wee bit of, oh, tape runner, look at you, thank you. So I'm just putting a wee bit of that at the top, and that will hold it. I don't want it sitting down in front and covering the design, so I'm going to line it up and pop it to one side so all the holes are lined up, and just press that on there. And now we're just going to thread some, we'll have the matching ribbon here. Got them in all those lovely colours, all beautiful. You're going to love them. I mean, nothing better than having things matching, even the very enamel dots. Crazy, but that's why I love Stampin' Up. So thread a bit of this through. Should go through okay. And you can either tie it in a bow or tie it, or just loop it through like a normal tag. I want a wee bow. And we'll chop a bit of that off. And there we have our nice wee designer, I'll call it a designer money gift box. Why not? Huh? I mean, teenagers would just love that. I know I'd love it myself, someone to give to me filled with money. But you'll get a right wee bit of money in there and they'll make perfect wee gifts. And you can make them up, change your colours about and make it up to suit whatever. If it's a new baby or, you know, let the imagination run wild. But how simple is that? And it's great use for getting your money's worth back out of your stamp. So as usual, I'll have all the details down below, and I've had a whole lot of new subscribers recently and I'm really, really grateful. So if you know anybody else, point them in my direction to come along and get these crazy tutorials of mine. But thanks for watching. Everything will be down below, and keep crafting and stay safe. Bye.